Living my best life. Hey guys, so got my husband's truck again. I probably look crazy. Well, so welcome back guys to my channel. Appreciate everyone that watches, listens, share, comment. This is what YouTube is all about, getting likes, getting subscribers, getting comments. And I love to do videos. I just love doing videos. Point blank, period. All right, so this video guys is about, I told you guys I went to Dr. Umar event. And Dr. Umar, even though he was up there for about an hour, I mean, this man said so much, I was like, woo, I can't even get all the notes in. I couldn't even write as fast as he was talking. But I remembered some things. And what he said was there's 2 million black men in jail in America. America housed the most inmates in America, right? And he said there's 2 million kids in foster care, right? So he said it's a correlation. It's a prisoner pipeline where the schools, act as an agent, right? To tear down the children. Where the teachers, in urban areas, where there's a whole bunch of white teachers, a whole bunch of black kids, and the teachers cannot relate to these black children, right? So he said the black children, they already don't have a black father, right? They already don't have a black father in the home. And they go to school and they don't know nothing about their culture because the white teacher cannot teach a black kid about their culture. So he said we grow up as teenagers and then adults not knowing nothing about our culture, because a lot of the girls, they teachers, are, nice hair, blonde hair, or nice straight hair. So that's the image that they see every day. A lot of black little girls in school, they don't see a teacher with natural hair, every day. And then it's not enough black men teachers in the schools. So the men that you do see is white, right? So he said the kids, like we as parents, we are our first teachers. I mean, our kids' first teachers. And I adopted that like 5 years ago. When I got fired from my job, I realized that the information that I had was what the school wanted me to know, not what I really needed to know. So I've been teaching my kids for like 5 years, right, from home. Now I don't do it, full time. They still go to school. But I teach my kids the essentials of business and credit and self-worth and the history of them. You guys follow me on my channel and stuff. I take my kids different places to learn about black history because I know the school's not going to teach it. But he went to say that the reason that so many people are gay, women are gay, men are gay, is because there's 2 million black men in jail. And if they're in jail more than 90 days or more than 6 months, they end up fucking the next man in there. So what happens is you start loving that and then you come out and then you still want that. So now you got a man. So now there's more men relationships than women. So now you got these single moms who their baby father went to jail, or their baby father's with another man, or their baby father's with, another woman. And now they're single mothers that are stressed out. And the reason for the unemployment rate to be so damn high is because 2 million men are in jail. And then when they come out of jail, guys, they cannot get a job, right? They cannot get a job. They can't be able to provide for their family. So, of course, as a man, as I did the family structure, that a man has to be able to provide. And if he doesn't feel like he's a provider, then what? Then he deviates to, a woman taking care of him. Or now he's just a baby father and he just having babies with all these different women and not really even caring about them, right? And then they result back to what? Drugs, selling drugs, or even selling their ass. Even Dr. Umar said that. He said a lot of men sell their ass for money. Hey, in jail, they were selling their ass for money. So they come out of jail selling their ass for money. And a lot of women don't want a man selling their ass. So it's a epidemic, guys. Okay, it's an epidemic, and for me, I'm taking initiative, right, to train and teach my girls. I got 2 kids. I don't want no more kids. I truly don't. You know, kids are the future, and guess what? I've just got 2 that I got to train, right? So I'm taking my responsibility, and I'm training my girls on self-worth, on understanding history, understanding the media, understanding business, right? And I'm going to continue to train my kids, right, until I have grandkids, until I train my nieces and nephews, my godkids, right? So I train them, but it's only me. I'm only one person. Right? What about all the single black moms who stressed out living in the projects, who keep getting pregnant by X, Y, and Z guys? How many of the black men, they can't teach their kid nothing because they in jail, and then when they come out of jail, they can't teach their kid nothing either, because now they're trying to find a way so they can get some money, right? So the unemployment rate in the black community, you know, Dr. Umar, we're talking about in the black community for the male, but just in the black community, guys, in general, the unemployment rate is sky high. Right? It's sky high. See, for me, when I got fired from my job, I said, I got 2 options. I can either go look for another job and be living my best life and have a job and hope and wish and pray that I get a raise every year, hope and wish and pray I go up the corporate ladder, hope and wish and pray that I'm able to stay with my children, or start a business. I only had 2 options. Right? I didn't have 20 options, right? It was only 2 options. Either get another job or start a business. So my cousin introduced me to business. And I've been doing business ever since 2012, right? And now I see more and more people who can't get jobs. And guess what? The thing about business, guys, business, you don't need a degree. It don't matter if you got felonies, if you got 20 felonies, if you got 40 felonies, if you got misdemeanors, if you never had job experience. Business does not care about none of those credentials. It's crazy how we didn't learn that in school. In school was, oh, you got to have all these credentials to go be broke. It's like crazy, right? So this is why I also have a mission to help people start them a business part-time. Okay, starting a business at least just part-time, understanding principles, understanding the personal development behind starting a business, understanding the overhead, understanding what it's going to take, understanding the personal growth, understanding the type of money you want to make, understanding where money comes from. The unemployment rate, guys, in the black community is high, but also too, we're miseducated, we're misinformed, so we don't know, right, that we can start a business. Too many black people think like a TLC business or Avon business or My Econ business is a scam. Meanwhile, the biggest scam is the 2 million men in jail, the 2 million kids in foster care, guys. This is only in America. America has failed the black people. Anyway, Jay Morrison said that black people was only 3/5 of a person. So they don't even consider us people. So they don't care if we don't have a job. They don't care if we don't have housing. They don't care if we don't eat. They don't care, but they capitalize on us. They capitalize on all the medications. They capitalize on the kids being uneducated and we being uneducated. That's why we got to take our lives, guys, by the throat. We got to take our lives by the throat, guys. And if we do not, then we cannot depend on the school. I went to my daughter's school meeting yesterday. Oh, shit. I went to my daughter's school meeting, yesterday. And one of the gentlemen, he was saying that, what the kids need. And I said, these kids need to understand money. Fuckers, y'all talk about. These kids need to understand how money works, okay? How to get some money, right? Because if we just keep giving them the wrong information, we continue to grow a society of dummies. And then the future, guess what? It won't be any black leaders in the future because we got a bunch of dummies running around here, right? So I think MLM is the best business model for people to get in, for people to start learning and personal development and growing themselves and understanding how to push a real legit product instead of pushing drugs and coke and heroin and fake Gucci bags and belts and shit, the shit that could put you in jail, right? I think it is the best business, and I feel like kids should know that too. I was telling my kids about the tea. I said, if y'all want to sell some tea, by all means, y'all still need to know how to sell a product. Y'all still need to understand how money works. Money comes from people. Okay? So we need to understand that stuff, guys. So the unemployment rate is going to continue to rise in the black community, guys, if we do not educate ourselves the right way. If we just continue to say, oh, I'm going to go to school and I'm just going to make sure my kids go to school, and you're not taking the initiative as a parent, as a single mom. The prison to pipeline system, guys, is real. The 3rd grade test and the 4th grade test determines how many prisons they need to build for the next 10, 20 years, right? So especially for black boys, it's sad, guys. The system is scared of black boys. You know, it starts to fuck up your head because you're like, why would the system be scared of black boys? But again, we came from kings and queens. See, the white man knows where we came from. We came from kings and queens, not slaves. Right? And if we realize that we came from kings and queens and we start finding our king, we start finding our queen, and we start building our empire and our foundation, the whole government's white supremacy will collapse. Right? But black people ain't even there yet. Black people are so far, long gone away from just thinking for themselves, guys. I don't know when it's going to happen, right? But only I know is that I'm woke. And I have to continue to educate myself to stay woke. And for you guys that follow me, right? I want to put light bulbs on. All of my students that I have, and I coach them, they're like, Tanisha, you done turned on a light bulb. And I can't even go to sleep now. I haven't slept all weekend, right? That's what I want to do. Right? I want to turn light bulbs on. I want to educate people the right way so that they can know that they are worthy. They are self-sufficient. They can do anything that they need to do. They don't have to go beg nobody. They don't have to go pleading with nobody. They don't have to go sell themselves to no job and sell themselves to no college who don't even care about them. So the unemployment rate is so high, guys, that it's a shame. Right? But what about starting a business, guys? Part-time. Start an Amazon store. Start a Shopify store. Start a TLC business. Start a My Econ business. Start a hair business. Right? Start selling the little fake jewelries and stuff. Start a business, guys. Create your own money. Right? Then show your children how to create their own money. Then show your mother how to create her own money. Then show your grandmothers how to create their own money. This is the legacy of wealth, guys. And I officially, and I'm proud of myself, I am officially broke the chains, guys, because my children know what I know at 35. My babies, that's 17 and 9, yep, those are my babies, right? They know what I know, right? So imagine if we would have learned this shit at 17 and 9, guys, we would be further ahead in life. Right? But it's our duty. It's up to me, guys. I cannot send my kid to school and expect they're going to learn about black history. Expect them to learn about money. Expect them to learn about creating their own, creating a legacy and wealth. My kids don't. I can't depend on the school. The school only care about money. How many kids is in there? How many kids we can get on special ed?
Please enter your password.
It's my husband call. I don't know why this thing ain't going off. So guys, we got to wake up, right? And the time is now for us to wake up, okay? And if we do not wake up, here's the thing, guys. We're just going to have a whole bunch of airhead growing up. One of the ladies said yesterday, she said one of the kids graduated from high school and she saw him standing on the corner selling drugs. He don't have no guidance. He didn't have a father. He didn't have a mother. He didn't have no one, right? But see, we need more people like me, right? I want my girls to be inspiring to the world too, right? I want them to be leaders in the world too, right? We all are leaders in our own way. But if all we do, guys, is send our kids to school and just hope school gives them the right information, then we're fucked already. And if all you do is go to your job and you go to college and all you do is expect college and your job to give you the right information, you're already fucked. That's why self-education, guys, is key. Self-education is key. I'm reading Dr. Umar's book now, right? So self-education, guys, is key. I need to get Michelle Obama's book before she sell that shit out. She done sold like 75 million copies. I need to go on Amazon and get her book. Okay? So we need to self-educate, guys. Too many black people are unemployed, no money, robbing, stealing, and guess what? It costs $100,000 to put people on Rikers Island a year. And it only takes 30 grand to send someone to college, or at least 10 grand to help somebody start a business. Why would the government spend $100,000 on leaving somebody in jail versus giving them $10,000 to start a business? Because in business empowers you, and a business allows you to be self-sufficient. A business allows you to think for yourself, and a business allows you to build an empire. $100,000, you sitting in jail, allows you to do none of that. You don't even think for yourself. You're able to confine people. So they'd do it even if it costs $1 million a year to keep an inmate in Rikers Island. They would do it. So we got to take life by our own hands, guys. We truly do. We truly, 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 truly do. Okay? So that's why I have courses and stuff, because I understand, right? I want to empower people, but if all you thinking is broke, bills, then you're already dead. And if you're not willing to sacrifice now, then you're going to continue to sacrifice every day to live never. So I only can help those who are willing to listen to me, and those that win. I mean, those that are willing to listen to me, guys, actually go win. It's funny. It's crazy how it works. So go to createmyown.economy.com, set up your Amazon store. Get involved, invest in yourself, understanding, right? You got a male in your life that don't have a job. He could be your assistant. You can help and pay him to actually fulfill orders for you. Or start you with my econ business, $27, $35 a month. Understanding money, understanding real estate, understanding investments, understanding how it works. But if you never do nothing, you're already dead. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll be in my car on the next video.